I was asked a great question. Put these three in a room and who walks out alive between Rimuru Tempest, Sun Jin Woo, and Saitama? Justice, I appreciate your patience and your question. I hope I can explain this correctly why this is not a fight. Out of these three extreme heavy hitters, we're talking about top tier echelon fighters with multiple abilities that can affect the entire universe that they walk on. Saitama being within my top 20 favorite anime characters of all time, and Sun Jin Woo arguably having the greatest rise to power in anime ever. It does not change the fact that the winner here is undoubtedly Rimuru Tempest. But why? We know at the end of his story, Jinwoo was a literal god of death. At this point, he has enough mana to support a shadow army of 10 million plus. As the Shadow Monarch and wielding Ashborn's abilities, he has complete control over death, shadow perception allowing him to see the world through his soldiers, some of the best mana manipulation within his universe with the Ruler's Touch, one of the fastest beings within his universe being able to punch, kick, and slice folks at faster than light speeds. Because of his Monarch's domain, when he is fighting alongside his soldiers, they all get a 50% amp in stats. And because of his Shadow Exchange, we get some of the craziest aura lobs of all time. An immortal warrior of darkness that uses death as his armor. On the other side of that coin, the Bald Wonder does not care what type of universal death god you are. If you piss him off, he is going to knock your jaw off. As broken as Jinwoo is, there is nothing in his kit giving him a definitive victory over my boy. We've seen what it looks like when Saitama gets serious, and it's nothing easy for Jinwoo to handle. We've seen him speed blitz some of the fastest characters in the verse. Brother is straight up immune to some variants of BFR. Not only can he interact with a hyperspace gate, but he was fast enough to react and kick it. Saitama is one of the only characters in fiction I've seen outpace a teleporter with sheer speed. Garo's portals are opening at the speed of thought, and every time he tried to sneak Saitama, he literally moved the goalpost. One serious punch from Saitama can vaporize millions of galaxies, leaving a Bote's void in space. Empty Void used the remaining power of God to jump into alternate timelines. He used a dimension slash like Yami from Black Clover to attack Blast, Flashy Flash, and Speed of Sound Sonic. As this attack is bisecting space and the forest like Sukuna's world-cutting slash, it stops. Why does it stop? Because the Bald Wonder just caught the sword. Saitama has caught the attacks of 95% of the best swordsmen within this verse. Empty Void doubling down by attacking Saitama with a second dimension blade, stating, "There is nothing that could stop the tip of the dimension blade which cuts through space itself." What do you know? Saitama caught it by just the tip of the blade. Y'all not hearing me. He was speed blitzing and cornering a guy that could copy every ability and had the power of God. Name another MC who could bench a black hole, let alone reverse causality for an unavoidable attack. This is a stalemate in my opinion because I'm not sure if Jinwoo's stamina can be depleted once he became the god of death, and there's no real way to hurt him. In Rimuru's case, he's stronger than both of them and doesn't have to raise a finger to end this fight whatsoever. Before I get into that, who greenlighted the idea of Rimuru having all of these broken ass abilities? To start off, he has Raphael, the Lord of Wisdom, who is basically Jarvis to Tony Stark. Raphael comes with a plethora of abilities, including Analyze and Assess. Within a fraction of a second, Raphael will give Rimuru an assessment of the entire battlefield. To Rimuru, 1 second feels like 5 minutes because of abilities like Mind Accelerate, being able to perceive things 1,000,000 times faster. Because of abilities like Parallel Operation, Cast Cancel, and Isolation, Raphael and all of her other abilities operate autonomously. Abilities like All of Creation give him clear comprehension of the entire cosmos. If Rimuru uses Gluttony, Beelzebub, Mimicry, he will copy every single ability that Saitama or Sun Jinwoo has and be able to modify it with the technique Ability Adjust and Food Chain, which Rimuru uses to edit and evolve all the citizens within his kingdom and pass down his own abilities to anybody who's compatible. But there's a few unique skills that will solidify the victory for Rimuru in this battle. Some of them are Uriel, the Lord of Vows, giving Rimuru complete control over space and universal laws, giving him the ability to bend and manipulate any scientific or magical phenomena. And a unique skill that Saitama or Sun Jinwoo cannot compete with is Unlimited Imprisonment, and just as it sounds, it can trap an opponent in an imaginary number of spatial dimensions. Add the fact that Rimuru has shown many times that she has complete control over life and death. We're talking about a reality warper who can change fate, manipulate chaos, time and space, have weapons and abilities that are so powerful that they're erasing folks from existence. and can manipulate void energy better than the creator of her own multiverse. If Rimuru wanted to, he could straight up attack their souls with Beelzebub, and I'm not sure if they have a way to defend against it. Not only do you have to bypass all of those things in order to even do some serious damage to Rimuru, but in order for you to actually defeat them, you have to have some form of esoteric attack that can erase information particles of Rimuru and her entire army. Unless they have some form of omniversal, esoteric, true soul piercing, information particle, existence erasure attack, they are not going to get the job done. The winner of this battle is Rimuru